We are always told to see America as this huge democratic country, superpower that knows exactly what and how democracy functions. People here are very empowered, they know exactly what their rights are. They've got it all figured out, but that's not true.
We're really at this wonderful cusp. There are more eligible American voters on Facebook, way more than voted in the last national election in 2010.
Anybody with a flip phone, anybody with a laptop can tell tough truths in a way that actually bring us together.
It's a new generation of activists who have this incredible tool, the internet, and have built a worldwide network, which ultimately I think will undo authoritarian regimes, particularly the Chinese and the Iranians, and if ours becomes authoritarian, it'll get undone too.
Hi, I'm Andrea Young. Everybody calls me Andy Lee or Grandma Annie. I just started blogging about 6 years ago. Before that, I was a farmer. I'm blogging for the future of my grandchildren. I want this world to be a better one than we have now. I want it to be like I'd hoped it would be way back when I was their age. I don't know much about tweeting. I don't care what you ate for breakfast. Blogging is different. It's how I get to use my voice and get it heard. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself.
I served my nation in uniform. I was a soldier. I was in the artillery. I wore combat boots. So it was harder in a lot of ways for the opposition to tar me as un-American and unpatriotic. Blogging was not a big phenomenon. I mean, the big blogs had, 600 people would visit. It was just a way for me to get these frustrations off my chest. I realized that the community wanted to collectively engage in conversation. They wanted to come together. I started shifting the technology to enable community participation and less to give myself a soapbox. It used to be all politics is local. Truly now, all politics is national.
When Drinking Liberally began in 2003, it was just our local drinking club. We were frustrated, we needed to know we weren't alone. Something more important happened than friends showing up or friends of friends showing up. It was total strangers showed up, and they learned about us from blogs. Then other chapters started around the country that learned about us online. Then people started going to those chapters because they learned about it through email and through social media. You still need to go and vote. You still need to meet candidates. Ultimately, you still want to knock on doors and talk to neighbors and connect to voters. But we are changing the way people interact with democracy. The internet allows you to make your political engagement part of your everyday life.
Elon, interview, take one.
Hi, my name is Elon James White. I go by Elon James on Twitter. I guess I qualify as a professional troublemaker. People listen to me more. I'm not saying that they should. It just, people do. I have a bigger platform than others. I feel like there's a certain amount of responsibility that comes with the platform. And so that's why I do what I do. Is the digital divide is all but gone. 25% of Twitter is, I believe, black people. And it's satire. When people know that this is a gag and that you're making a certain point, then they actually listen a little bit more, and they go, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Maybe it is weird that I randomly walk up to a black person and ask to touch their hair. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I understand that now.
My name is Nita Lind. I blog as Navajo at Daily Coz, and I'm the founder of NativeAmericanNetroots.net. There's a huge amount of poverty on many of our reservations, sometimes as high as 80%. I was blogging about the freezing temperatures and the ice storms in South Dakota, and that American Indians were completely cut off from their fuel supplies, and some were so strapped for cash that they couldn't get propane in their tanks. Keith Olbermann saw my diary.
And the government has done next to nothing.
His comment that night was shame on the Senate Indian Affairs Committee because it didn't seem that they were paying any attention to it. Overnight, we raised $260,000.
My district is one of the most heavily gerrymandered districts in the entire country. It stretched across 4 counties, 140 miles, just to try to sweep in all the Republicans that you could possibly sweep in and keep the Democrats down. We had over 80,000 people who contributed to our campaign and wanted nothing in return except for good government. I didn't have to go to a lobbyist and exchange favors. I didn't have to go to some rich person and say, I'd like you to support my campaign, maybe you'll get an appointment to some commission or something. It's not the way it worked.
The tool is only as good as the people who use them. When everything is said and done, what Twitter and some of these new mediums have allowed us is to communicate without having a middleman misinterpret, reinterpret, or redefine your message.
Hi, I'm Hal Sparks. I'm a comedian. I'm also known on the Twitter as @HalSparks. I have 46,000 plus followers. That's a good time. I have 2 Facebook fan pages, one for my band, one for myself. I have a MySpace page, still. I'm on Bebo. Have you ever heard of that one? No, you have not. Other than that, I don't do much computer stuff. I'll show you something. From my phone, I can actually do a live video report. Had it been available during the Jasmine Revolution, elements in Iran would have changed the game instantly. The impact that Twitter had was incredible. Stack on top the ability for somebody to literally have a live television studio in their phone. There's never been anything like this on the planet, ever. The possibilities are literally endless. The question is, what are you gonna do?
Now that we